Hello and welcome everyone. Welcome to the lecture 2 of the chapter which we are discussing, that is resource and development. Now previously we had seen about what are resources and why resources are important for a nation. Then we are discussing about resource development and resource planning in India, and today we will start with land resources, and the second part we will be covering is the soil resources. Alright, and their need for what are the causes that has led to their degradation, and then later on how we can conserve them. Alright, so starting with land resources. Now why land resources is important? Because everything which we are doing is on the land. So land is a natural resource of utmost importance, supports natural vegetation, wildlife, human life, economic activities, transport, communication, everything. Okay, and it is important to use the available land which is there with us for various purposes with careful planning. Now India's vast and diverse size is the most important resource. Now area wise, India is the 7th largest country in the world, after Russia, Canada, USA, China, Brazil, Australia. Alright. Now 43% of total land is plain, providing opportunities for agriculture and comfortable living. 30% is mountainous, which provides forest, wildlife and perennial rivers as well as for tourism. 27% is plateau, providing mineral resources, forests and arable lands. Mountains and plateaus contain river valleys that offer favorable locations for human habitation. Monsoonal climate which India has made our land more valuable from agriculture and vegetational point of view. Now this again the thing which is showing, that is land under important relief features. So 27% is your plateaus, then major portion 43% is plains and 30% is mountains. Alright. Now land utilization, how the land is utilized in India, that is the land use pattern or pattern of land use classified into forest, then fallow lands again into current fallow, other than current fallow, net sown area, then land which is not available for cultivation, and other uncultivated land which excluding fallow land. So first fallow lands, again in this current fallow which is not cultivated for one or less than one agriculture year, other than current fallow which is not cultivated for the past 1 to 5 agriculture years, and then we have another, that is wasteland, which can be cultivated, which is left uncultivated from more than 5 agriculture years. Alright. Then land which is not available for cultivation can be barren and wastelands, and land which is put to non-agriculture uses, example roads, etc. Then other uncultivated land which excludes the fallow land, then wastelands which can be cultivated later on, and land which is under miscellaneous tree crop groves, which is again not included in this net sown area, and the permanent pastures and grazing grounds for these animals. So this is how the land is utilized in our country. Okay, the land use pattern. Now again this chart again, so I'll just so this is the data available for 1960 and 2014 and 15. Okay, so you can see the different areas, that is this has been a bit of reduction in the net sown area that you can see, and then there has been an increase in the available forest area. Okay, it should be 33%, and from 18 it has been to 23.3%. So that is what it shows about the general land use pattern or categories. Okay. Next is our land degradation. Now refers to the depletion of the land due to faulty agriculture practices, overgrazing or deforestation and mining. Now I'll just zoom it further. Yeah. Okay. So causes can be natural causes by various natural agents such as wind, water, etc. Human cause can be deforestation. Okay. Overgrazing by animals, careless management of these forests. So that may lead to land degradation. Mining and industry can also be some factors, and over irrigation leads to increase in salinity and alkalinity in the soil. Then mining and industry is a major cause of land degradation, because the abandoned mine sites. Okay. Yeah. So mining sites are abandoned after excavation work is done complete, leaving deep scars and terraces of overburdening on them. And then traces, it should be not terraces, it should be traces of overburdening on them. Mineral processing, grinding of limestone, ceramic industry releases a heavy amount of dust which later settle down in the surrounding areas. Industrial effluents, that is waste, again creates land and water pollution. Okay, this is about the degraded land, the area. This is also actually not there in your current portion, that is again this has been rationalized. Now, ways to control land degradation can be proper management of grazing, okay, afforestation, that is planting of more trees, proper discharge and disposal of industrial waste, control over mining activities, proper management of wastelands and stabilization of sand dunes by growing thorny bushes. So, this you can just have a quick screenshot of this, that is conservation methods for your land degradation, to prevent land degradation. Now, this brings us to the next part, that is soil resources. Now, in terms of soil resources, that is the uppermost layer of the earth crust. First of all, what is soil? Which is loose, fragmented and useful for growing plants is called soil. Rocks, climate, plants, all these are like, and local topography, they influence the formation of soil in a particular region. Of time contributes to its formation and fertility. Chemical and organic changes also which takes place in the soil are equally important. So, you can see the unweathered parent rock, then substratum weathered parent rock material, subsoil, and further the top soil or the upper layer. Now, classification of soil is being done accordingly, the alluvial soil, then black soil, red and yellow soil, laterite soil, forest and mountain soil, and your arid soils. Alright, the first one is alluvial soil, the most widely spread and important soil in India. The entire northern place, and we will be looking at the map also, made of alluvial soil. These soils extend in Rajasthan and Gujarat and also found in some eastern coastal plains, particularly in the delta regions of Mahanadi, the Godavari and the Krishna and Kaveri rivers. Again, highly fertile. Alluvial soils are deposited by three important Himalayan river systems, that is the Indus, the Ganga and the Brahmaputra. Now, according to this age, alluvial soils are classified as old alluvial, that is Bhangar, and the new alluvial, which is Khadar. Now, again you can take a screenshot of this. So, the difference between the Bhangar and Khadar. The Bhangar soils has a higher concentration of Kankar nodules than the Khadar. Khadar is more fine and is more fertile than the Bhangar soil. And these soils contain adequate proportion of potash, phosphoric acid and lime. Soils in the drier areas are more alkaline and can be productive after proper treatment and irrigation, which can be made available to them. Next is your black soil, known as Regar soil, again ideal for cotton, and also known as black cotton soil. Climatic condition along with parent rock material are the important factors for this formation of this soil, generally of the region, that is Deccan Trap or basalt region spread over northwest Deccan Plateau region in India and cover the plateaus of Maharashtra, Saurashtra, Malwa, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh and along the Godavari and Krishna valleys. Are made up of extremely fine, that is clay material, and well known for their capacity to hold moisture. So, you can see all these are important points which have been highlighted here, so that probably you can just remember these keywords and frame an answer. Alright. So, they develop deep cracks during hot weather and sticky when wet, and difficult to work unless it is properly tilled immediately after the first shower. In addition, they are rich in soil nutrients as calcium carbonate, magnesium, potash and lime. These soils are generally poor in phosphoric contents. Then you have red and yellow soil formed of crystalline igneous rocks in areas of low rainfall, found in parts of Odisha, Chhattisgarh, southern parts of middle Ganga plain. These soils develop a reddish color because of the diffusion of iron in crystalline and metamorphic rocks and looks yellow in the hydrated form. Laterite soil, again derived from the word that is later, which means brick, and developed in areas with high temperature and heavy rainfall. Humus content of the soil is low. Suitable for cultivation with adequate doses of manures and fertilizers. Found in Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu and Madhya Pradesh and the hilly areas of Odisha and Assam. After adopting appropriate soil conservation techniques, the soil is very useful for growing tea and coffee. Then red laterite soils are also used for growing cashew nut, right? In Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh and Kerala are more suitable for growing cashew nut. Then we have arid soils. Arid soil, as the name suggests, that is red to brown in color, are generally sandy in texture and saline in nature and lacks humus and moisture. The lower horizons are occupied by the kankar because of the increasing calcium content downwards, and restricts the infiltration of water in the soil. After proper irrigation, these soils can be used for cultivation. Then we have forest soils which are found in the mountains regions, hilly and mountain regions. Soil texture varies according to the height, mountain environment where they are formed. They are loamy and silty in the valley sides and coarse grained in the upper slopes. In the snow covered areas of Himalayas, these soils experience denudation, that is weathering, and are acidic with low humus content. The soils found in the lower parts are particularly more fertile. Then this is the map which shows the major soil types. You have forest and mountain soils. This major portion is your alluvial soil, then this is your black soil, and this is your red and yellow soil. Here you have laterite soil in portions, and here you have your arid soil. Now soil erosion, again the denudation of soil cover and subsequent washing it down is described as soil erosion. Both wind and water can be the agents which can cause this. Again, causes are overgrazing and deforestation, unscientific methods of cultivation, and a fast blowing wind or surface runoff. Effects: makes the land unsuitable for cultivation. Lands so developed are called badlands, and in Chambal basins these are known as ravines. Ways of controlling soil erosion: construction of small bunds in water eroded areas so that water can be blocked, construction of terraces, plugging of gullies in hilly areas, terrace cultivation, preparation of shelter belts, that is a row of trees are planted, control on overgrazing, more afforestation. Mulching and check dams and contour plowing and strip cropping are also some of the methods which can be used for controlling soil erosion. Alright, you can see this in points. Now this again portion has been rationalized, not been used. Now so key terms are exclusive economic zone, again this is apart from your on the types of resources. Then the Brundtland Commission report, National Forest Policy and net sown area, and the gully erosion or the gullies, what are known as gullies. Alright. So this brings us to an end of the chapter, part 2 of the chapter resource and development. Thank you so much for watching the video.